This is a funny looking thing. Lots of people like to reach for it when there's a crisis brewing. People also think it shows that tariffs caused the Great Depression in the 1930s. They didn't, but Charles Kindleberger, the guy who drew it originally, still has some real warnings for us that are relevant today. So what it shows is monthly trade volumes in dollars for 75 countries from 1929 to 1933. The key thing that happened is in the summer of 1930, the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act in the US just launched a bunch of tariffs against the rest of the world. And then there was retaliatory action from lots of other countries, and you can see global trade just declining month by month in a spiral like it's going down the drain. So it's no surprise that everyone's looking at this kind of thing again today. But the reality, and what Charles Kindleberger's work really shows us, is that it wasn't the trade war, it wasn't the tariffs that caused the Great Depression. Things were already bad from the stock market crash of 1929, and what really caused the terrible economic outcomes was a kind of a collapse in sort of market liquidity, a collapse in bank lending, and then lots of banking problems starting in Europe and then spreading to the US as well. And the real issue of why that turned into an absolute global depression is because there was no country, no central bank that was willing to stand behind global finance and prop it up in the way that the Fed did in 2008 and in 2020 through those market crises. And that's because the US wasn't yet ready to play that role on the world stage. The problem now is that US isolationism makes it very unlikely that they'll step in and stop a financial crisis if we see one unfold today. So if you do see this funny spiral, the warning it has is not really just about trade wars, it's about American leadership on the global financial stage.